Hello, I'm Mark from whiteboxuk.co.uk. In this video we're going to be showing you how to fit the Vanguard Ulti rack. Now today we're going to be fitting it to a Ford Transit Connect, but the install is going to be very similar for whatever van you go for. So let's go and take a look at the parts that we're going to install onto the van. Now we've laid all the main components out, first thing we need to do is get on the van. There's some plastic covers over the holes we need to install these brackets in. The brackets have got numbers on them. If you look at the instructions, it'll tell you the position. So the first thing to do is install these brackets on the van in the position stated. So let's get up on the roof, get these fitted. Okay, before we go up on the roof, I'm going to install mark cam. I might look a bit stupid, but it's going to show you what I'm doing when we're up on the roof. So let's get up there. So on the roof here we've got these plastic covers, 1, 2, 3, 4 that are covering up the holes that we need to use. So what we need to use is this one, not this one, this one and this one. Check your particular instructions for the vehicle you're working on. So we just need to pop these out. I'm using a plastic tool myself. Okay, some of these are quite brittle. That's why it's good to use a plastic tool if you can get hold of one, because if you use a screwdriver or something like that, you're going to do some damage to the roof. So now we've got those holes discovered using the instructions. So we're going to need to fit on this one to the rear a 91. Okay, so you can see the bottom of the brackets. We've also got these sticky pads here to stop the roof getting damaged. So I'm just going to line them up on there. And what we're going to need to do is we need to put the washer through. And a rubber. And then we can put the bracket on. Then we're going to need to go underneath. Okay, now we've got the bracket on the roof. We can see it poking through where we've taken the plastic tabs out. We've got a thick spacer washer on there and an M8 nut. I'm just going to wind that up by hand so that they're a loose fit. I'm going to keep these all a loose fit until we've got the bars on, because then if there's any movement needed, it'll make it easier to get on, and then I can tighten these down last. So now we've got one on. We're obviously using the numbers that we've got. We now need to fit the other 5 brackets. Now we've got the 4 rearmost brackets fitted, we've got to fit the 2 front ones. Now on this van they come with a special bracket because you've got the headline in. So what we need to do, put the other bracket on top, and then we've got to install this bracket underneath the headline in. So we're going to open the door, pull down the sill. So let's have a look, see what we need to do. So now we've got the door open, what we need to do is pull the sill down just to reveal the edge of the roof lining. Now with this special bracket, it's got a cutout in it, and you'll see by looking up inside there's a beam. What I need to do is push this bracket up inside to get it in line with the hole. Then, like I did with the front ones, I'm going to put the bracket on top. Push the bolt through. So now I've got that bracket lined up, I can feel the bolt going into the thread. And just tighten that down as much as I can. And then that bracket actually stays in there, it sticks out the way of the headline in, so once we've got that in, nice and tight, we can then push that headlining back into place as it was before. That's all back now, and we'll just tighten that up after we fit the rest of the bars. So I just need to do the one on the other side. Right, now we've got all 6 brackets installed on the roof. The next thing to do is to install the bars. Now you find with this particular model you've got 3 of these with the brackets on, and then you've got 2 without. So you want to get the 3 with brackets, and you have to look, this has got a leading edge. Obviously this is for the airflow. So you've got a fat edge one side, like an aerofoil the other side. What we need to do, pop them on the brackets, and then we've got these coach bolts which go into the square hole, and then a nut on the back. Just whip them up on the roof. Now we've got the 3 main bars in there, the next thing we need to do before we tighten them up is make sure that these are evenly spaced, so we've got an equal amount protruding either side. So I'm just going to take a tape measure, measure these, make sure they're centralised, take a look, tighten them up, and then on to the next stage. Right, now we've got the bars on, all fixed. Next thing is to get the sides together. So they come in 4 pieces, which we've got laid out here, and we need to just make sure that we get the right ones in the right place. So we've got these 2 pieces here, I've already laid them out in the right order. We've got the Vanguard writing on it, so that needs to be upright. And then we can see just up here, there's the roller bracket. So that wants to be toward the back. So you can quite easily see how they're supposed to go, right in the right way up and this towards the back. So what we're going to do, push these together, put the screws in, these are quite tight, but tighten them right up. And try and until that seam up here pulls itself together. Okay, so now that's nice and tight. So what we have is the full bar, the Vanguard on the right way up, and then the roller bracket at the end. And this is going to go on the left hand side or the near side of the van. So I just need to do the same with the right hand side bracket. That there, roller bracket at the back, Vanguard right way up, and that is the right hand side. So let's get it on the van. Right, we can see the on the edge of the beams here, we got some grooves, so they're going to line up on here. So we've got the groove that goes into there, so we need to push it up and then push these clips down, and that's going to hold it into place. can be a little bit tricky. Now, positioning wise, we're going to set it in a position. This can always be moved afterwards depending on where you want the roller. So they're going with a bit of a click. Push that right over till it clicks in place. First side on. If afterwards we find that needs to go backwards and forwards depending on where this rear roller goes, we can just unclip those and slide it forward. But for now we just need to get the other side on. So now we've got those 2 bars on there. The last couple of things we need to do is install the roller at the back. And you get these special bolts that go in there. So put 1 in each side. Like so. We just slot them into place like that. That's in there now and the roller's nice and free moving. Last thing we need to do is just tighten them up to make sure it's tight in place. So now we've got the roof rack on there, the roller bar at the back. The last thing we're going to do is put these final 2 bars in. So they're just going to go across and clip in place. So let's get up on the roof, put them on. So that's it, we've installed our Vanguard Ulti rack. It's looking good on there, I think. If you like this video, like it and subscribe to our channel, find out more great install videos.